Hey everyone, welcome back. So in this episode I'm going to do a few things. Mostly I'm going to start off with addressing that I don't have food, which I desperately need. But I'm also going to... I'm going to demonstrate a feature of one of the mods, Natura. So I'll get uses for you, and wait for the game to figure out what it wants to do. It can be pulverized into flour, or crafted into wheat flour. And what can wheat flour be used for? Well, it says it right there. Bake it into bread. Simple enough. So now you can get bread at a rate of 1 bread per wheat. Which is, pretty awesome. So I've got a bunch of ores laying around, and I'm going to be processing that over the course of the episode. But what I really want is wool. Because I'm going to go, and I'm going to start working on bees a little bit. It's not going to be anything major, it's just going to be a small little project while I work and wait on certain things. So, let me wait out the night, and once I've waited out the night, I will begin working on finding wool. More of it. So, there's an event that's about to happen that may or may not cause very large amounts of problems for me. Other than that creeper exploding. There was a chat message that said, "Space Kitties incoming." Now, this means that somewhere in the world, somewhere that is, I believe, loaded, there's about to be a meteor that hits from the meteor mod. So, let's see if we can find it. This might be a time when I spawn something in. But yeah. There's about a 30-second wind-up between the first message and the second message. And then, let's see. Welp, let's grab... let's see if I can make the meteor detector. I don't know how this actually works. I'm guessing? Meteor crash detector. So somewhere off this way it has crashed. And I do plan on deleting these items as soon as I show this off. So it's somewhere over here. Interesting. Well, let's keep going. Let's look for it. Alright, head up this. It may have glitched out and not spawned, because that does happen. But it may have also actually spawned, which would be nice. Because I would like to demonstrate, you know, the meteors. Also, let me quick... Yeah, that's what I thought, it doesn't work like that. But I'm gonna quick knock out some of the Toho reference wood. And I did not get a Sakura sapling from that. Yeah, we'll find out in a second. I think this is one of the trees that has a sort of rare drop for its sapling. Also today, my headset is not... There we go. My headset can't decide whether it wants to believe how many audio processing devices I have running or not. Let's see. So yes, I am going to put myself in creative mode and fly for a little bit. Interesting. Where did this thing land? This is the second one that's actually happened today, like, outside of game time. So, I don't know. The first one we couldn't find, because that was when I was messing around earlier. Also, we can watch chunks generate, and if you listen closely in the background, you can hear my second computer, that is the server, crying. Ah, the sounds of my computer being pained. Interesting. I'm going to say that this is outside of the loaded area, which I am perfectly fine with. Yeah, this is trunk generation. And while I see an ore down here, what ore is this? Mithril ore. I am not actually going to get that, because I didn't come over here on my own power. Yeah, I don't think it... Nope. Yep. I don't think it I don't think it's anywhere to be found. Which saddens me. Okay. Let's land, and to get myself back to where I was, GX4. And here's my book to my house. Okay. Well then, I'm off to look for sheep. However, while I'm over here, let's look at the village. It's going pretty well. Right now it needs 18 oak wood. Okay. Well, if I remember that on my way back, I will bring some for it. Here we go. Sheep. Many, many sheep. So I'm gonna need wool for a lot of things. Mostly just scoops. So let's go ahead and share a bunch of these. And I'll meet you guys... Actually... Well, I will meet you guys somewhere, but it'll be for when I go, hive hunting. Or it'll be back home. One of the two. Anyway, I'll meet you guys somewhere. So, I'm back home. And I can still access the slag furnace, yep. And as soon as it becomes nighttime, I will sleep through the night. But first, I'm going to store a bunch of this stuff, and then we're going to see about making ourselves a scoop. Let's sleep through the night, and let's figure out where we pop out when we wake up. There we go. Good. So we've got a scoop. Now, let's see. I can store this stuff here, and I can store that in there. So let's go hunting for hives, and I see one right over here, which is pretty fortuitous. So, I haven't done much beekeeping. I've done some basics. I know how the general process works. Let's see. Okay. And I know that for now, what I'm going to need are bee houses, which are... Okay. Do you not have a recipe? Let's see. Oh. Forestry for Minecraft. That's weird. At mod forestry. Oh, that's pretty cool. Let's see. It appears as though my NAI is broken momentarily. That's strange. Okay. Or there's a very large number of forestry recipes that aren't showing up. Well, that's disappointing. Let's go ahead and I'm going to poke around for a bit to see what I can find in terms of beehives. And then I'll be back. So, fun fact, I had certain parts of NAI disabled, which is why it was not showing me, oh god, all of the combat, or all of the text messages. No, that's why it was not showing me how to make the bee house. I had plugins for NAI disabled because I had been attempting to fix a bug that existed that was not caused by NAI, which was instead caused by Applied Energistics, which for the time being is going to be averted because I'm not going to get to Applied Energistics for another few episodes. I do want to get to it pretty early. I want to get a lot done with it, just so that I can have, you know, a lot done with it. That'd be nice. But back to exploring for beehives. Okay, so we're back at base. Ooh, sorry about that frame rate hiccup. That was weird. So, let's go ahead and get to making some bee houses. So let's go ahead and I'm going to make... I think I'm going to end up making 2. Well, there's 1. And I need a single solitary one more piece of wood. There's a boat. And there's a second bee house. Let's go ahead. Let's clear out a little bit of this. Okay. Let's go ahead and place 1 there and 1 there. Let's drop in a Meadow Princess. And you're about to tell me that the hostile environment. Yep, that's what I thought. Okay, let's try Marble Princess. Hostile environment. Okay. That's what I thought. So this isn't going to... Really, skeleton? Let's see, we're jungle. Mini jungle, beach, savanna. Is there anything immediately around that isn't hostile? I might have to go a fair distance away, which would be a shame. Well, actually, I'm just gonna plop this down again, and we're gonna test out the tropical princess. Oh. And let's see if you can... Okay, yeah. Alright, yep, I'm gonna go look for an area to settle down. So I'm here by spawn. And yeah, this works. So, I think I might move my house closer to spawn, but I'm not sure. I might also just move it closer to this little area over here, because that seems to be the perfect. But I'm going to let these bees run their course, and I'll be back once they've finished. Or I'm going to completely forget that that bees need flowers, which makes sense. So let's grab some flowers. Okay. So let's place some all around. Are you finding the flowers you need? Well, I guess they are. Yep, they are. Well, I'll be back. So, there was a small, very unfortunate accident in the form of a creeper. But, yeah, it's going alright. But I am, in fact, going to build myself a house and basically just move my house over here to the edge of this biome so that I can better accommodate everything. So I am going to call this episode here. It's going to be another short one, and I do apologize. I do plan on getting much longer episodes coming in the near future. But for the time being, I've got a house to move and build and all of that jazz. So I'll see you guys next time.